For years, all sorts of manufacturers have been claiming their screens are the next big thing, even better than what Apple's got. But as the old saying goes, why try to beat them when you can just buy them? And now, here comes the real dilemma for Apple fans. Rumors of a second-generation Studio display are swirling. The original is on sale, and the higher-tier Pro Display XDR. Well, its price is just a tough pill to swallow. On one side, you have the value-for-money contender, on the other, the flagship benchmark. So, in 2024, how on earth are you supposed to choose between these two Apple monitors? Well, today, I have spared no expense and bought them both to see which one is the right fit for you. Put them side by side and their similarities and differences become immediately clear. Both follow Apple's signature minimalist family design, with all metal bodies and no extra frills. But their core character and practical logic are worlds apart. One opts for a minimalist, hassle-free approach, while the other adds features to ensure top performance and adaptability. These detailed differences are precisely tailored to meet different needs. The Pro Display XDR is the performance flagship born for the pros. Released back in 2019, it features a professional additive design philosophy. The front boasts a 32-inch 6K screen, and its metal body gives it a much heavier, more substantial feel. The back features a large ventilation grille, designed to handle intense performance loads and ensure stability under heavy use, giving it a truly professional presence. Now, it does not come with a standard stand by default. You have to purchase the Pro stand separately, but this stand supports height adjustment, forward and backward tilt, and even rotation. For professionals who need to constantly adjust their screen's position, this can be a massive boost to their workflow efficiency. And I have got to say, that stand for the XDR alone costs over 5,000 RMB to me. That feels like you are putting the money on the handle of the knife, not the blade. The Studio display is a more understated and practical companion for your desk. On the front, you get a 27-inch 5K screen. On the back, you have got a Thunderbolt port for powering your computer, along with 3 USB-C ports for connecting your peripherals. The entire body feels like it has been sculpted from a single sheet of aluminum, and it has this really fine, smooth metallic texture to the touch. The whole setup is super minimalist. With just one cable, you can handle both power and all your peripherals, which makes your desk look incredibly clean. The measured data from this Apple Pro Display XDR truly proves its professional-grade capabilities. The Pro Display XDR features a 32-inch screen with 6K resolution and 218 pixels per inch. That is 2.45 times more pixels than a traditional 4K display, making everything look incredibly sharp and comfortable to the eye. Even at such high brightness, it does not lose any color detail. In bright scenes like fire or metallic reflections, the image stays clear and natural without washing out, and you do not lose a single bit of detail. Its color performance is even more impressive, covering 100% of both the sRGB and P3 color gamut. It also covers 88% of the Adobe RGB and 86% of the NTSC color gamut. Truly a professional's tool for productivity, the color gradation is incredibly rich. Its tone response curve closely follows the ideal gamma 2.2 standard, so even the shadow details are preserved with clarity without losing any depth due to the high brightness. In high contrast scenes, the highlights do not blow out, the shadows are not crushed, and all the details are perfectly preserved. Overall, this XDR display combines professional-grade color accuracy with an incredible dynamic range, delivering a fantastic visual experience for both professional creative work and everyday media consumption. With a Studio display, you do not have to worry about the screen lying to you when you're editing videos or photos. This is a 27-inch 5K display, and we are talking about professional-grade accuracy here. When you export your work and view it on your phone, the colors are pretty much identical, saving you the hassle of making any further adjustment. We also tested its gamma curve, and the 3 lines match up really well. This means the screen's transition between light and dark is much more natural, so you will not get any sudden jumps from dark to bright or lose detail in the highlights. It is officially rated at 600 nits of brightness, and we measured it with the colorimeter. Brightness uniformity between the center and the 4 corners of the screen showed very little variation, so you will not get that annoying bright in the middle, dark around the edges effect. So for indoor office work, even with natural light hitting it, you can see the screen clearly without constantly adjusting the brightness, and there is no harsh glare. Simply put, the XDR's edge lies in its ultimate specs and professional performance. The 5K screen, on the other hand, excels in its everyday usability and value for money. After all, specs have to translate into real-world performance, and the performance gap between these two monitors becomes much more apparent in different scenarios. When it comes to video editing, the Studio display's 27-inch 5K screen is more than enough to handle 4K footage, and the preview details are perfectly clean. But with the Pro Display XDR 6K resolution, it handles 8K footage with no sweat. Plus, with its 1600 nit peak brightness and 576 zone backlight, when you are working with HDR footage, all the details in the shadows and highlights are perfectly preserved. This allows you to precisely nail every single color transition during color grading. And while we are on the topic of speakers, it is ironic that the more expensive Pro Display XDR actually comes without them. The Studio display, on the other hand, comes with a 6-speaker system. Let us have a listen. After listening, I would say the sound quality is actually pretty decent. It is about on par with a budget desktop speaker set you would get for 30 to 40 bucks. So for your everyday movie watching or video browsing, it is more than enough. When playing an HD movie side by side, the Studio display's 600 nits of brightness can render the basic picture, but it clearly lacks that HDR punch. The overall image feels a bit flat, and the colors are overly saturated. The XDR, on the other hand, delivers more detail and a finer image, making it more comfortable for extended viewing. its core XDR technology still gives it the clear edge. When previewing Hasselblad sample shots, the studio display's professional color accuracy of delta E less than or equal to 1 is already more than enough. The color reproduction is reliable, but the XDR's image is just more comfortable to look at, and the picture feels a bit more transparent. This is all thanks to the cost of calibrating each individual zone and the raw power of its native 10-bit panel. When you play the same scene on both side by side, you can really feel the magic of the Pro Display XDR. The viewing experience is just better. A perfect screen is truly a sight to behold. So, as you can see, you are paying a 300% premium for the Pro Display XDR. The extra cost is mainly for its larger 32-inch 6K screen. Plus, the higher brightness and local dimming, that is a massive boost to the overall experience. If you are doing light creative work like making short videos or basic photo editing, you spend long hours staring at the screen every day, and you like a clean, tidy desk setup, then the Studio Display is more than enough for you. And hey, if you have got the cash to spare, you could even buy 4 Studio Displays and get an even bigger screen. But if you are doing professional film color grading, making a living off this, and need to prove your expertise to your client, but if you need to battle it out on video color accuracy, then I would suggest you just go straight for the Pro Display XDR, alright? If you like this video, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. We will see you in the next one. Bye.